Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Beelan, and I'm coming to you with another review of Love and Marriage DC Season 2, Episode 6. This episode was kind of a filler. It picks up where it left off, where Arena and Sharella, they're having their argument, their whole back and forth over the word shady. Arena's whole stance was the words that Joy used was untrustworthy and whatever else, all the semantics, the words mean shady. And Sharella was very upset, and everybody looks like they want to point the finger at Arena, saying that it's really not her fight to fight. And this is not the time nor the place to do this. And pretty much Arena should just stay out of it. But my whole thing is, y'all put Arena in it. I mean, this is no different than the same thing that Sherelle did when she had her argument. And this is no different than the same thing when Ashley was in the parking lot arguing with Winter. So everybody is really arguing, right? And so they trying to break it up, and they put people to their respective corners. I thought Sherelle was going to walk off, but she actually came back to confront her some more. And Arena, she actually apologized. She said, you know, that's not her. It's between her and her husband, and she probably should have used the proper verbiage, but you know, it didn't come off that way. And she apologized, but at the end of the day, it seems like the husband, Black, doesn't really accept her apology because they're still blaming Arena. And Ashley said that Arena shouldn't have not, you know, inserted herself in it as well. So child, they're gonna have some type of come to Jesus moment later on in this episode. So we have the Silvers. They are together, and you know, DJ Quicksilver, he's still on a high because he's still talking about, you know, the dedication service. And Ashley says she feels like she a first lady, child Obama and Michelle Obama and whatever other first lady there is out there. And you know, DJ Quicksilver says that, you know, that whole argument shouldn't have not taken place, especially because his mother was there. And Ashley says she's going to have another meeting with Winter. Of course, Ashley said that, you know, Raina shouldn't have stayed out of it and all that stuff. And then she said she's going to have a one-on-one meeting with Winter. Oh, yeah, that's, you know, because her and Winter had this whole blow up. And, you know, DJ Quicksilver, he was surprised by it. But they're going to have a one-on-one. And also she's going to Mama T's birthday party to also talk with Joy and Arena and everybody about, you know, her whole Say That-ish party. So that's going to happen. And I guess this is the whole sequence of the title. What was it? Truce. I just said what it was. I forgot what it was. A truce, civilized, a civilized truce or something like that. So I guess that's the play on words, because Ashley is trying to get everybody together so they don't have to argue as much. All right, so now they're at Mama T's party, and I mean, it's pretty cool for what it was. It was a westernized event. I guess child Raina Mama like horses, and I think she was 73 years old. They're having her party. They eat Tex-Mex and cheese dips and bread and chicken wings. And, you know, they all together. They're having a good time. And then they have a surprise for Mama outside on a horse. Mama wants to, of course, keep the horse, but the horse is boo-booing all outside, child. And they done threw her up on their horse. I was like, please don't drop Mama. Make sure Mama on the horse secure. But anyway, they ride around the horse, and then they all have this moment where it is Arena, Joy, and Ashley. And Ashley's whole thing is, you know, Arena, you got to stay out of it. It's not your fight. And Arena's whole thing is that she didn't say anything wrong. She just pretty much repeated what Joy said, and she wanted Joy to know that, you know, she has to be the one to speak up. And it's really not her place to be in it. And child, the whole thing is they just gotta get together and talk about it. And of course, Joy doesn't want to, because she has a reservation. She always said that, you know, she's upset with the husband. So if she has beef with the husband, then she has beef with the wife. So she's trying to, I guess, I don't know, I get, she just trying to, I guess, find her moment so she can have some type of peace with them when they have this whole party. I mean, really, this was a filler episode, so it wasn't too much going on. So that was pretty much it. Now you have this whole sit down with Winter and Ashley. And what I've noticed about Winter, she really repeats everything that everybody else says. Like if somebody says, I don't like you, then Winter says, well, I don't like you either. Or if she says, you think you're that important, well, you think you're that important too. I see that she does that a lot. And I was like, girl, I mean, and it's almost like she did come to the event because she has this wall up. She's very guarded. She's on the defense as Ashley was saying that she's very defensive. So being that she's very defensive, you have to kind of change your tone with her, pretty much tell her, I'm trying to make peace. We don't have to argue every time we see each other. That's why I'm inviting you to my Say That Ish party. And then it's like almost every time when black people are in the room and then they try to make peace. And then there's always this other black person saying, yeah, because, we're black people and we have to get along and we're women. Child, but you weren't saying that 15 seconds ago when you was talking about you're not that important. But anyway, I guess this benefits this conversation. And then Winter is like, well, who all is going to be there? Like, you're not even a main cast member. You just be happy that you got invited to this party. So, and Ashley was just like, it ain't none of your business. It's whoever I invite, which I agree. You just show up. I mean, are you in a circle like that? Anyway, so that's pretty much what that was. So now, Arena, she has a wig line and she is finally launching out her wig line and Joy comes. I noticed that Joy and Arena are really, really close. It's like most scenes that Joy has, she has them with Arena. Yeah, she does. And then I noticed too, it's almost like, I'm not going to say, because Joy is very vocal. And she really doesn't need anybody to speak for her. But oftentimes, Arena does speak for her. And sometimes, Arena, you do have to step back because Joy can talk for herself. And she lets it. She's been letting it be known from the first episode. So, of course, I know that y'all are becoming friends, but you don't always have to fight her battles. Let her do her. And you just step back and let her wear these wigs. And might I add, this wig really did look nice on her, but her outfit looked really, I don't like to talk about people's clothes, but it looked like she just threw her outfit on when she was walking inside this building. But anyway, so they were talking, and of course, Arena brings up the wedding. And one thing I did get more about Joy, other than the fact that, she wants babies, she wants a wedding, but she doesn't want this big grandiose ceremony. It's just the thing of it all as far as she doesn't have her father to walk her down the aisle. So that's her main reserve. And that's her main reserve about having this huge wedding. And she has to really sit down and have that conversation with her soon-to-be husband because he wants a grandiose wedding, but she says her father isn't there. And by her being like this singer, some song will come on, My First Love, I guess it was the father, and she was crying and stuff like that, and she won't have that moment with her own father. And I can understand because I know when I got married, my father, we did dance together, and my father is a pastor, so he officiated the wedding as well. So I just was like, yeah, I mean, it's a presence when you're getting married and your father is there to give you those showerings of love, and just like, I'm giving my daughter away to this man. And I'm not going to be that, the man of her life anymore. He's given, the daughter over to this man that is supposed to love, protect, and take care of her daughter. So I can understand that. But yeah, that's pretty much what that was. All right, so Joy was in this scene a lot, even though it was a filler. Joy was really singing. So now they're over at the Oyster Bar, and Joy is singing. Oh, I get your questions. Oh, I get your pencils. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I don't know what the song was, but she was just up there shimmying and shaking, and song was fast. It was very up tempo. So after she gets off stage, you know, the guys go and get them drinks. They have this whole sit down. And then they talk about the whole Say That Ish party. And if she's going to come, and, you know, they have to have this whole come to Jesus moment when everybody is there. Of course, Joy has her reserves, but she's still going to be there because because the whole purpose of the party is for everybody to say their ish, to get whatever they're feeling off of their chest. And then, of course, Arena brings up the wedding, and Joy is like, I don't want to, do we got to talk about this wedding every time you in my presence? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? You know, you already told me you're going to give me a wig for my wedding. I mean, can I do this? Anyway, so that's pretty much what that was. So now it's the day of the party and everybody is there. At first it's the core group that's there, like I said. And then they take a picture and then everybody else comes in. And while they're in, they go behind the bar and they make their drinks. And then they have their whole sit down. And Ashley, she begins to talk and she tells everybody, you know, you have 1 minute and to say your ish. They're going to hold up a sign that says it. And Joy said, and Ashley said she worked on them signs all night. And, you know, you have your minute to say whatever you're going to say. And whoever has the, you know, say that ish sign, then they get to speak. And then after that, it was pretty much over. But in the preview, it looks like everybody, oh, there's another thing too. Apparently, Ashley didn't tell Arena that Winter and her had this whole sit down. And being that Ashley didn't tell Arena, when Winter had walked in, Arena was confused. She was like, why is she here? Why is Winter here? Why is Winter here? Girl, Winter is there because your friend went down and sat down with her and they had a whole conversation. And she didn't tell you. So, I don't know. You know? I hope this doesn't cause a rift between you and your friend. But she's there. So now you get to say everything you want to say to her. And another thing that I thought that was cute in this episode, when they had the whole party, was talking about sex and stuff like that. Do y'all talk about sex with y'all mamas? I talk about sex with my mama and I talk about sex with my daddy. Do I talk about it in front of my spouse? Not so much. But I do talk about it. Is that embarrassing? But if you have that type of relationship with your parents, I don't think it's a big deal. But anyway, that was pretty much the gist of this episode. It really wasn't nothing too big that went on. Like I said, it was a filler, and I just kind of ran through it really fast. So, y'all, this is Sheila. Be like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this episode. And y'all have a great day. Bye.